So Esther amekuja na part 2. Apparently after Esther blocked the guy, ni kama the guy resurfaced. Like he fufuka dama, what can we say?
But then it means you unblocked ama he used another number. So guys,
let's figure out how things unwinded.
Like after blocking, unblocking, did he come up with a different number? Did he email?
Yeah.
Well, is it messenger? So let's hear the story, guys.
The floor is yours. Hello guys, what's up wadau? It's your duo again today. If you can see, last time's video on online dating was me and Esther alone, but this time kadau kamefika.
Hi wadau na wadau dates.
Wasalimie
wakurugenzi, habari zenu. I hope all of you are doing good. We are back with another episode on still online dating
part 2. So we are introducing Esther here again, Esther Amayo. If you haven't checked out our channel, by the way, ebu enda kwa description link niliweka ya last time. Go check out our channel. And she does very beautiful things, gifted stitches, right? You're on Instagram. We'll drop down your pin.
Thank you guys for having me again. So on last time's video, we reached where we blocked the guy. So I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video or not. This guy had relatives he used to stay with, apart from him saying that he has his own place. So one of the relatives was this lady. We can give her a name. What name can we give her?
Madam A. Ama tumpe nani?
Joylyn.
Joylyn.
Yeah. So this guy had a cousin called Joylyn. Joylyn is a girl, and also has a friend, a best friend called
Maya.
So we have Joylyn and Maya.
Hope you're going to remember the names.
Yeah, so Joylyn, I had ever talked to her on the phone and seen her on social media here and there. So I used to know. Yeah. I could tell who she was. And as for Maya, I had never seen her, but I used to hear so much about her. So after I'd blocked this guy, we stayed for some time. Then later on, Joylyn called me.
Now Joylyn is the relative.
Yeah, the
And
cousin.
Maya is the best friend.
Yes. Joylyn is the cousin. The cousin called me. So the cousin is like, "Hi, how are you? I am fine. Are you able to talk right now?" And I'm like, "I'm a bit busy, but you can call me maybe at night at around 8. Then
So you
we can
had
talk."
her number, or
Yeah.
she just called and introduced herself again?
I had Joylyn's number.
Ah.
I had not blocked Joylyn.
Oh, you blocked the
The relationship ilikuwa imeenda mbali.
You blocked Nebuchadnezzar.
Right, so I tell Joylyn to call me at 8 p.m. So I finish what I'm doing, I go back to the house. So at 8, she calls me. Actually, before that, I felt like, why are you insist kupiga sana? Kwani what's happening? And they're like, it's a sensitive matter.
Wow.
We fika to home, then we shall talk. So I get home and Joylyn calls. Actually, not Joylyn now. Now Maya calls me.
Did you have her number?
Maya calls me with the same number.
With
the same number. Maya calls me and she's like, "Hi, how are you?" I had talked to Maya as well. At some point, I talked to Maya. So, "Hi, how are you?" "I'm fine. So you broke up with my friend?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Ati, why did you break up? And I'm like, "You are his friend. You should know, because you claim to be the best friend."
The best friend, actually.
So Maya is like, "Yeah, I know, but I want to hear it from you." And I'm like, "I blocked him because he refused for us to meet. It's that simple. So I cannot work with such a relationship." Then she was like, "So there's something I've been meaning to tell you, but I don't know how to bring it out."
Wow.
I don't know how to bring it out. And I'm like, she's like, "Can we meet so that we can talk?" And I'm
So
like,
the best
"No."
friend is like, she wants to meet.
Yes. And I'm like, "No, we cannot meet. Since you have called and you have made me anxious, just say whatever it is you want to say. So I try kusema, but it's not coming out. And at some point I was like, cause kuna time, I think I mentioned this in the last video, there's a time this guy had kept a WhatsApp status. And the person talking was Joylene,
The cousin.
the cousin. But Joylene's voice sounded like the guy's voice.
Okay.
Wow, that's creepy.
Kwani ni like what do you say?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mean like Joylene is on the WhatsApp status,
Yeah.
but the voice speaking is the guy.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like
So
the guy's
was it
voice.
on Joylene's status or the guy's or Nebuchadnezzar's status?
On Nebuchadnezzar's status. Yeah, it was Joylene, and the voice sounded like Nebuchadnezzar.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, then now if you go back, did you ask about it? Did you
I
try to
asked.
inquire?
I asked. I was like, "Eh, by then nimeona status. Mbona Joylene ana sound kawa wewe?" Then he laughed.
He
And
didn't
he's like,
reply. He didn't say anything.
He laughed and was like, maybe too it's because we are related. Kuna venye tu sauti
Wow.
zinafanana.
Sauti for this guy and the cousin,
And the cousin.
it's just the same. Sounds
Same.
exactly the same.
Same.
Wow.
So mi nikachoreanga tu. So that was way back. Ndio sasa when Maya was talking to me and I'm like, what is it that you don't want to tell me? Do you want to tell me that Nebuchadnezzar is not who he says he is? Or what are you trying to say? Then she's like, why would you think that? And I'm like, because Joylene and Nebuchadnezzar sound the same, so sijui, but
And
you
plus
you
the
just
guy
tell
has
me.
never met you, so then
Yeah.
you might as well not be the one.
Yeah. So she was like, okay. Actually, ever since my friend started talking to you, I've never seen her this happy.
Oh, it's a her.
Wow.
Oh,
Her.
Jehovah. Wait.
Thunder fire them.
Wadau, just hold on, eh? Hold on. Something really
So,
big is coming
Nebu
up.
decided to become, what do you call this name in the Bible?
Wait.
Delilah. Nebu transformed from Nebuchadnezzar to Delilah.
Ebu, wait first. Make us understand.
Hey,
Like
Chineke.
now, Maya calls you, tells you that ever since is like 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Because you've been talking to this guy now for the last 5 years. No, then she's now happy.
I've never seen
He's-
her.
I've
this
never
happy.
seen her. I mean,
Her.
okay, let me just try to justify
Wow.
Maya. You know, Africans, there is a way we don't know how to differentiate between him and her, his and her.
how.
Maybe alikosea, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe he kind of mixed them up. Like, is it for real, a her or a him,
Or a him.
in the mixture of something?
So I was like, Ati?
Okay, wait first. This guy's voice, did it sound like the voice of a guy? Because
Yes,
if a guy talks
yes.
to you, you'll definitely hear this is a guy and this is a girl. So all this time you've been talking and chatting, and how was the voice like?
It's a guy's voice, 100%.
Hey.
A guy's voice.
So Joylene apparently could be the guy now. Continue.
Yeah, so she tells me, I've never seen my friend so happy. I know she has been lying to you all this time, and I felt like I should be the one to tell you because I don't like how this is going. And I think you should unblock him, her,
Him and her.
In her.
her, so that people can talk and see what you're going to do about it.
So at this moment, what is running in your mind?
Actually, I was not shocked. That's the first thing that that really amazed me. I was not shocked because nikakumbuka ile status niliona na ile sauti. So haikukuja kama shock.
So at least
sana.
you had added 1 plus 1.
So nika
at
add
least
1
there
plus
was-
1 nikatulia tu nikasema okay fine. So unataka ni unblock. I'm not unblocking him.
Him or her.
Him her.
Whatever it is.
It's a him or
Yeah, so later in the night, so I used Maya akatumia simu yake kunipigia so that we talk to
to the guy.
Nebu Delilah.
now Delilah sasa ni Joylene.
Okay, hold on. So there was never Nebu. It's Joylene.
Nebu sasa amekuwa Joylin.
So that's why I'm trying to put it together. There was never a Nebuchadnezzar. It
So
was
the
Joylin
the
pretending
two-
to be
the two in the
Nebuchadnezzar.
picture, only
Yes.
Maya and
And
Joylin.
Joylin.
Wow.
And then now Joylin were two.
Yeah.
They were
Joylin were
two.
two.
She was he,
And
she was two in one.
Exactly.
Wow, guys, wadau. Hey, it's getting hot, eh?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we talk with Joylin now, the guy who was pretending to be the guy. And ilikuwa at around 8, so unajua 8 ni time ya kupika nini. I was like, let me finish what I'm doing, then we can talk. Then ako like, I'm going to call you, and I'm like, no, if you want us to talk, video call
Let's
me.
talk now.
Video call me when I come back to video call.
Okay.
Because when I used to ask him, mbona utaki video call nini, anapeana excuses. So at this time he was like, sawa.
Because
Now,
I
So
know
what
now,
I mean,
let's meet.
The truth is out, eh? Now you her, just call me. Not him anymore.
It's now
It's
her.
she, her.
Now Joylin. So I finished, then I called. Then we talked like, hi, I am sorry and all those things. And she's like, can we meet tomorrow so that we can tunaweza ongea vizuri?
Okay.
And I'm like, we can meet, but mi nimekuwa nje, siwezi kuja unless you're coming to Rongai or you're sending me money to come see you. So si akatuma fare.
Wow. Hey.
The
For the first time, the she sent Singekula. Ulikula.
So guys, wadau, you see, even she's they
Can send fair.
fair. Sawa.
Mnafaa mjue. As long as you treat the she's right, you can
They
get
will.
fair.
So she sent the fare. Did you go?
Yeah, so akatuma the next day. Because I wanted to, nataka nikae hapo uniambie mbona umekuwa ukinidanganya.
Exactly.
Yeah, so akatuma fare, I went tukapatana. So when I went, Maya was also there. It was Maya and Joylin. Alafu sasa plus mimi.
So first, how did you meet? Like, were you terrified? Were you shocked? Was there any feeling in between?
Not really, because I used to see Joylin in pictures, so I used to know who this person is.
Oh, so you knew what to expect.
So you knew
Yeah,
what
so
to
I
expect.
knew what to expect.
Just to be curious. Is Joylin pretty?
Put your hands
No, I'm
up.
just asking.
Okay, is she pretty or
Handsome. I'm just curious, baby. I need to know. Put a picture in that face.
Actually, the voice was nice. The voice was nice.
Ile ya kutoa nyoka
Yeah,
pangoni.
kutoa nyoka pangoni.
so the Joylin still had the male version's voice and it was pretty. Wow, interesting.
No, talk about now. Was he pretty or handsome? Now answer me that question. That one now. You have
Now
to.
the voice, wadau tumesikia, the voice was mwah.
Tuseme ako poa, ameweza.
Ameweza kama you know
Ameweza
kuna
kama
hujaiona-
now, ahi ama she.
Yeah, let's
Alikuwa
now.
ameweza aje?
Aje.
Ahi or
Or a
a
she.
she.
Asa hii anaka as in
Oh.
ukiangalia even the facial
Dress code.
anaka hata dress code ni kichalichali.
So in short, he's a tomboy.
Yeah, so we met and akakaa akasema ati I'm sorry for lying to you. I didn't know how to come out because vile kwa tunaongea, I knew you as someone who wants to get married, have children and all those things. But now see me, I cannot give you all that.
Yeah, which was actually true.
Which is true. You cannot. So I'm really sorry for everything that I've done. Kama kuna maswali niulize. And now I'm like, hata kama kuna maswali zitanisaidia aje, because now I can put 1 + 1 together.
Yeah.
Au unataka kunimeet, au unataka ku video
Because you are
call
a lady.
because you're a lady. And you
Okay,
know
I think I wish the he or she had told you earlier, you know it's not wrong, right?
But you see, the
It's
kind
not
of
wrong.
society we are living in.
Let's say the kind of society.
Hey, you
But
won't
then
even try and
again,
speak
for the
about it.
5 good years, like at some point, she would have
now,
come out.
let me tell you, here is the twist. Joylin said she came in a few months after I started dating Nebuchadnezzar.
Wow.
She was not part of the 5 years.
Oh, she was not there.
That's
Now,
what she says.
who has been part of for the like? Who has
I don't
been,
know.
Who has been talking to you for the past
So
5
who was
years?
talking to? Wow, wadau.
because hata ukiongelesha
Ghosted.
mtu you can tell the voice.
Yeah.
If it changes you can tell.
So it's
but the
the
voice
voice
didn't change.
It
didn't
didn't
change.
Maybe she's the one.
So
She's
let me
still
ask
the
you
one.
now that Joylene said the Nebuchadnezzar was the cousin. So where is the cousin in the picture? Because you could have asked
Like, yeah, that was the
yeah,
question.
where
you're supposed
is
to ask.
your cousin?
Like,
Because
where's-
I've been talking to your cousin for the past 5 years. So where is he? Like, how did she say?
She said that yuko tu aliamua tu ati ni take over because he could not manage the friendship and the relationship, so I decided to chip in. But for me, I felt like that was a lie because the voice didn't change, the way this person talked didn't change. But I didn't try to push in so deep. So basically, tuseme I was catfished for almost 6 years.
Wow.
You were really catfished. Like, that's a long time.
Yeah.
For almost 6
Siku hizi huku nje unadanganya miezi 2 unasikia ni kama ni miaka 10. You were able to persevere for 6 years.
Actually,
years.
maybe the years are not even many. Maybe there are most of us outside here and it's like 10 years, 20 years. You know, even people date from online dating sites. People are outside the country and someone tells, you know, I'll be coming next month. I'll be coming. Oh, my visa is not ready. My passport is not ready. My country has so many. You know, you end up getting engaged in a relationship
That you have not
that
met.
you have not even met someone for even 10 years. You see? For even 10 years. And I think there's just a way when you start talking to someone, the way you bond, the way you connect, you even forget the other part of the story.
True.
Like, I've not even met this person.
Yeah,
You
actually,
completely
you forget.
forget.
they like overwhelm you with the feelings
Yeah.
and the talks. I remember myself have been captured in this kind of web. Like, you dating someone online, like umesahau the rest of the world. Like, it's only you and him. Na you know very well huyu mtu by the way, kukutana it's
gonna be
50-50.
very hard.
Yeah.
But you're like, I love this guy, I want to dedicate myself to this guy. You've not met the guy. You know, little did you know, like, hamtawai meet, this is the end, so you start coming back. And you know, coming back ni uchungu. You know,
Yeah, by
online
the way.
dating by the way, when you wanaja
So I
kwamba
think-
amejaribu sana.
Then I think it will be fair for us to ask our audience, like, what do you think? Meeting someone before you date them, or dating them
and then
you
meeting
meet
them.
them? So which is the right one? Which is the better? Which is so how did the story continue? How did you finish the date? Now, was it a date or just a meetup, or
It
It was a meetup.
clarification
it was a
meetup.
meetup for
Exactly.
clarification, for confirmation?
Government had to talk.
So she apologized and she was like, but now can we like try and take this to the next level? And I'm like,
Let me ask, which
Relax.
level? Because by then you guys, by then the level was marriage. Because
Because mlikuwa msha date, you guys are dated for
yeah,
for
let's just say
For
for
1 year,
for 1 year, and
you
then the
adore each
other one
other for which comes first,
courting or
courting
dating.
or dating?
I think it's courting that comes first. Ama?
Really, it's
which
dating
is which? I'm not
and
sure.
then courting and then marriage.
So you guys, your next step was marriage.
were headed to wow.
I mean,
nervous.
we're not saying it's bad. The problem is you find yourself in a situation which you did not bargain for. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, we're
by
not
the
saying
way.
it's bad. This is the society we are living
But me, I
in.
think if someone just comes out clean and tells you, by the way, things are A, B, C, D.
Exactly.
So then you have a choice. You have like
Yeah, to say
a room to
yeah,
choose.
do I
Yeah.
need
Do I
to continue
want-
with this person?
Yeah.
Do I need to step up? Now he's asking you about the next step. Next step, as in you knew he's a guy. Which
Exactly.
which next step is she asking for? Because definitely you cannot go to the next step.
Maybe she would have tell us.
Mapenzi ilikuwa moto moto.
Because she had been engraved in love.
Hey,
now you know, even if you have been engraved in love and you are someone who is into men, there are things you just can't awezi tu sahau
Yeah, you
and go
can't
to the other
overlook them.
agenda or
You
try
cannot.
now to ujifix kwa hiyo position. Yali tu endelea na kenye umezoea.
exactly.
So I'm like, no. Though I can insist that you know I can try, so ameleta hiyo the masculine charm yenye
Oh,
alikuwa nayo.
akue muscular. Wow.
I'm like, we cannot deny the fact that you are a lady. If I see you, I see you are a lady. So there's no way we can be together or take anything to the next level.
Because like from now your own perspective, you see, because I think as you've actually said, it's not wrong for all these things to happen, right? But the point is someone coming out clear, you know, because you had been given a different picture, a totally different picture about these. One moment is a guy, the other moment is a lady. You are just so mixed up with all these things. And I think maybe, let's just say, even if you are, let's say, into men, you would have just said, you know what, we can just be friends. If she had said earlier, you know, let's just be friends. And you see, there are some things, but 5 years, man,
5 years
it's a long time. Eh?
Without even revealing it, you fell in love with the wrong person. Let's just put it that way.
With the wind, actually. She fell in love with the wind.
With the wind.
Because the he is not even in the picture anymore.
Yeah.
And even the pictures she used to send of the him, and you look at the she, it's like two extremes.
So she used
wait
the cousins,
first.
I think.
Let's first clarify. So for the past 5 years, you've been receiving photos of this he.
Yes.
It was actually a he, completely
A
a
real
he.
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 Okay.
Wow.
He good. Hey, yenyewe ulichezwa. Mi naambianga ati nilichezwa lakini wewe ulichezwa.
Big time. Big time.
We are still on our question. Do you prefer meeting someone before dating or just dating and then you meet later on?
Or
What
do you
think?
prefer online dating or the normal social interaction dating? I think that's another question too, because not so many people believe in online dating.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, online dating is not only going to these online dating sites. Her case, someone used the phone, got the number, it started from there. That's online.
From there,
They never met, but they were doing it online. Yeah. So then there's that other online that I find myself in. So what would you like to tell people, Esther, now that you've gone through this hustle battle, ya government, ya kuambiwa, oh, he's a guy, he's not a guy, he's a lady, she wants to go to the next step. What would you like
But
to
me,
say?
I actually want to know how it ended. Okay, by the way, you guys, did you have like coffee? Or you just sit
Ama
there?
na appetite.
Were you just in the middle of Tao? Ama, where did you guys... How was it?
I went to their house.
Wow.
And you did not even fear?
I mean,
I
reached
didn't
a
fear
point
because
whereby-
I had told my friends about the situation. So when I was going, I told them, you know what, I am going to such and such a place. If
anything happens,
just
I
know
will
this.
Just know this.
I told them.
That one actually is a good idea.
Because I couldn't just go,
Yeah.
ujaambia mtu, you never know what happens.
And then you are nyongwad.
okay, not necessarily nyongwad. Unaweza tendwa kutendwa na utaki.
There are many things that can happen to you. You can even be... Unaweza upeleko sijui country gani. See, I'm told there's trafficking, human trafficking, you know.
Anyway, to me overthink.
But it's actually happening.
It happens.
It happens.
It
It happens,
happens,
by
yeah.
the way.
Yeah, so maybe, so
As in-
how did it end?
Yeah, I just told her that whatever you did was wrong. It is fine, me, I've forgiven you, but there's no way we can move forward because I am into men, I'm not into ladies. That's just who I am. Yeah, and what I'd like to say is nowadays we're in a society where to go mostly online. So dating online is mbaya, but at least try to have that interaction, video call.
Be
if you
real
can,
as much as
be real
possible.
as much as possible. Usipeane excuse. Na mtu akikupea excuse that we can't meet, siezi video call, it's a scam.
Exactly.
It is a scam.
Alafu another thing, when you're video calling this person, can you try and connect 1+1? Because maybe they sent you a picture, like, you know, human is to error, right?
Yeah.
So someone can send you a picture today and then they forget. When you're video calling tomorrow, it's a different person.
Yeah.
The environment, normally, the
different.
picture they are sending you, like, this is my house, this is my place. And then when they video call, okay, maybe someone could be in the bedroom, but it's at night. We expect if they've been sending pictures of their bedroom, then you can actually connect that to the video call. So be very careful, you know.
Yeah.
Have you healed from all that?
Well, even before I decided to end it, I think ilikuwa imefika ile point like it's already too much.
Yeah.
So I think by the time we were coming to him or her revealing who she was, I was okay.
Oh,
I
you
was
just
okay.
wanted to know. At some point, you're just okay, and you were like, okay, let me just get to know what was behind the cameras.
He just alishow up mwenyewe. I didn't go looking for it. He decided to just come and say the truth because aliona now I'm serious that I have blocked him. I don't want anything to do with him. Let her just come out as her, not as him.
Experience that.
Like, I think now, from Esther's story, we can see like how these online dating things stuff is going, like so many things are going through. Some even have even gotten married online, and you've never even seen that person, you know. They're like, oh, you know, it's the easiest way, let's get married, and then the other things will come up. And then because maybe, I don't know if it's because of desperation, or I don't know, it's trying new things. I don't know. I actually don't, because everyone has their own reason as to why they go into this online dating. When you decide to date someone you've not seen, you definitely have a reason as to why you're doing that. So the only thing is just to be very, very careful.
Exactly.